Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. It's Pushka this side, and today we are talking about ERP software. So ERP basically stands for Enterprise Resource Planning Software, and it actually started for manufacturing companies. So large manufacturing companies and enterprises needed a very robust software platform to manage their highly complex operations, and that's where ERP vendors came in. And today, if you think about ERP, you will think about big names like SAP and Oracle, who are the ERP vendors for larger enterprises. But for small and medium businesses, these platforms become too expensive and too heavy to manage. So even for small and medium businesses today, you will see ERP alternatives like MRP, Easy, SOS Inventory. But even if you go to these SaaS vendors, they spend maybe upwards of $10,000 per year on these software platforms. So they are not exactly cheap, not very affordable. And the bigger problem is it's very difficult to customize them. So when you buy from these off-the-shelf ERP vendors, you're stuck with whatever they have. And if you want to customize it in any way, modify their workflows or approval processes or automations in any way, you're not able to do that. So you are stuck with whatever they have built. So manufacturing companies have been looking for an affordable yet customizable ERP option for a number of years, and it just wasn't there until AI came in. So now, because of AI, software development is becoming really, really cheap, really, really fast. So today, that's what I'm going to show you, how you can build your own fully customized ERP application using Fusion's AI, and how cost effective it is, how cheaply you can build your own ERP software, customized ERP software, and how easy it is to get started with. So it's going to be a very useful video if you're running a manufacturing business and need an ERP software. So make sure you watch it till the end. Let's get into it. So now the first thing we need to do, we need to go to Google and we need to search for this. We need to search for Manufacturing ERP Fusion. So if you search for Manufacturing ERP Fusion, so you'll find this link. And just to be sure, I'll also put this link in the description of this video so you can easily find it. If you just go to the description of the video, you'll find this link, or you can Google it, find this link. Once you go to this link, you'll find we have an ERP solution built on Fusion. So built with Fusion's AI, and you can buy this ERP solution for $999. But before you buy, if you want to try, you can also try it for free for 14 days. So on this page, you'll find this free trial link. So if you click on this link, you can try this ERP solution for 14 days for free, and you can verify all of this functionality. You can check how all of this functionality is working. So basically, you'll have dashboard, you'll be able to create work orders, you'll be able to create products and bill of materials, purchases, you'll be able to manage your inventory, invoicing, cash flow. And all of this functionality, standard ERP functionality, is included in the app for $999. If you buy the template, it's around $1,000. But if you want a fully customized option, you can always connect with our team and you can say that I need a more customized version of this. And if you tell us what you're looking for, our team will be able to help you and will be able to help you with a customized ERP solution. But for right now, let's just stick with this, because this ERP solution, as you'll find out during the demo, this covers most of the basics. So more than 90% of the standard ERP functionality covered within this standard ERP solution. So what you need to do is just click on that free trial link and it will install this ERP solution within your Fusion account. So right now I'm installing the free trial version in my Fusion account. It takes less than a minute. So now the ERP app is installed in my Fusion account and I can go to the dashboard, and this is the ERP solution that have been installed in my Fusion account, and you can see it's on my Fusion account. This is a full-fledged ERP app for a manufacturing business. And on the dashboard, you can see how many active work orders you have, how many jobs are overdue, what are the sales numbers looking like, how many outstanding invoices are there, what is the outstanding payments that you can expect in the coming months or coming weeks. And this is a very information-rich dashboard. And all of the information is coming from different modules like sales. We have a module for production, we have a module for supply chain and material management, and then we have an admin module. So these are very, very complex and detailed modules for managing your manufacturing business. I'll go through each one of them and you'll see how all of this functionality works. So we'll start with the RFQ functionality or RFQ module. So basically, whenever you get a request for quotation, you get an RFQ. This is where you can enter that RFQ. So whenever you get a new RFQ from your customer, this is where you can create that RFQ within the ERP system. And so you can see when our AI installs this ERP solution in your Fusion account, it also creates some dummy data. So your ERP app doesn't look completely empty. There is some dummy data. So it makes it easier for you to understand what kind of functionality is there, what kind of data you can expect. So we have this RFQ. What I can do is if I can click on estimate, AI will ask us, or the software will ask us, do you want to convert this RFQ to estimate? I'm going to say okay. So for that RFQ, now we are creating an estimate. So now if we go to the estimates model, so this is the estimates model. You can see new estimate has been created because we turned an RFQ to an estimate. So if we click on that estimate, this is where we can create a very detailed estimate. So I can select who is going to be the sales rep responsible to answer this RFQ and to create this estimate. So right now I'm the only one user within the system. So I can select my name in the drop down. If you have 10 users, you'll see 10 options in the drop down, and you can select who's the sales rep responsible for this RFQ. And then you can select when this estimate expires. And then the best part, you can start adding line items to this. You can select material items from this drop down. You can search for different items, and accordingly you can add material items to this drop down. So I'm just going to revert it back to steel plate, and I'm going to say 10 numbers of it. This is the unit price coming from our price list or price database, material database. I'm just going to add some maybe couple of items here, and then I'm going to say this is my estimate, this is the material cost estimated. If I want to change the rates, if I want to change the quantities, I can also do that. But the standard unit rates and unit prices will come from our price list or price in material database. If there is any discount, I can apply the discount. Whatever taxes are applicable, I can apply those taxes, and then I get a estimated total. And then I can select where we got this customer from, and I can save and close this estimate. So this is the estimate. We created an estimate. What I can do is I can print this estimate, so I can send it to our customer. And when I send it to our customer, I can also mark it sent. And when we receive an order or a confirmation from the customer, we can convert this estimate to a sales order. So let me do that. I just converted the estimate to a sales order. So now we can see this estimate has been accepted. And if you go to sales order, you will see a sales order has been created. So yeah, now you can see a sales order has been created for this customer. So the estimate that we had created is now converted to a sales order. And I can open that sales order. This is the sales order. If I want to attach any confirmation emails or confirmation files, advance payments, receipts, or anything, I can add those here. I can upload those attachments. And where everything is confirmed, I can convert this sales order to a work order. So let me do that. Yes. So when I clicked on that button, it just converted that sales order to a work order. So this is the work order number auto-generated. I can assign a priority to this. I can specify a start date and a due date. I'm going to say this is to be done in a couple of weeks. And I can link it to a sales order. It's automatically linked to the sales order that we had selected. But I can also change it from here. And I can assign it to a particular person from the shop floor who's going to handle this work order. Then if we want, we can also change the material details, but I'll leave them as they are. And I will just click on create a work order. One important thing that I missed earlier is if you wanted to check the material availability before creating a work order, we can also check material availability. But right now, the material check is automatically done for us. And we can see that it says all the materials that we need. So we need 10 steel plates and 20 bolts, and those are available. This says all of those materials that are available. And we also see an option. We see actually a couple of options with this work order. Number one, we can change the status of this operation. So from planned, this can now go to in production. So if we have started doing the work for this, I'll just change the status. I'll say this work order is already in production. And what I can also do is if I've received this material from stores, I can also say that this material has been issued. So this can be done either by stores or by the project manager. It depends on how you're working and who needs to be in charge of clicking this button. But what this does is when we say issue materials to production, it's going to take these materials, it's going to deduct 10 steel plates and it's going to deduct 20 bolts from our material stock. And I'm going to say confirm an issue. What this does, it will take these quantities of materials from our inventory and it will pass them on to shop floor. So now our work order is in production, material has been issued. So we can even see it on the shop floor. If you go to shop floor, you can see this is our work order that we have created. Work has started. You can see this is in production and material has been issued. So material is available there. And if we go to the supply chain module, if you go to inventory, we'll be able to see in inventory, we have all these models. So let me just search for the steel plates. So steel plates of 6 mm steel plates. If I look at the history, I can see that 10 steel plates were issued to work order 2. So when we click that button of issuing material to shop floor, it automatically deducted those steel plates to pass them to the shop floor. Now, if we go to the shop floor again, we can see this work order is currently in production. And now if the work has been done, what we can do is there is a QA checklist. So the QA can say visual inspection has been done, dimension and specs verified and tolerance and machine pin. So there will be a QA checklist, and the QA checklist will always be different for different companies, different businesses, different operations. It will be different. So this is where customization comes in. Customizability with AI comes in. So we have built this app with our AI. So when we go to the app, you'll see this magic wand hanging in the right hand side. If you hover over that magic wand, it opens an AI editor. So this is a chat window where you can interact with our AI. And if you need any changes to be done to this checklist, you can just ask AI to do that. If you need to update this checklist by adding 2 more items, you just tell AI to do that and our AI agent will do it. So right now, I'm just going to continue with this one and I'm just going to say not completion. So now this is also passed QA check. So now once it passes QA check, it is released from the shop floor and now you can find it in shipping. So this work order has gone from production to shipping. So now you can see this is the sales order number that is ready to ship. So this is the sales order that we had created. It went to work order. From work order it went to QA check. Once the QA check is passed, now it's ready to ship. Now if you want to ship it, we can just click on ship. Now the sales order is already selected. We can add a shipment number here and we can say the shipment date. You can select who the carrier is. Now again, if you want to change the list of carriers, just go to AI. You can ask AI to change these carriers, or if you want to add some more tweaks to this, you want to add some a different format to the shipment form, you can do all of that with our AI editor. So just type your request there, whatever changes you need, our AI will be able to do that. Then you enter the tracking number. This is optional. I'm just going to enter some number, and then if you have any file which is like a receipt of your shipment, you can add that as well and then confirm shipment. So this will generate a shipment document. So now our product or our job has been shipped. If needed, you can print this. These are the shipping details. These can be printed and can go along with your shipment. So now you have seen a complete flow from RFQ to sales order to work order to inventory management and then to quality check and to shipping. So this covers the complete life cycle of manufacturing. So apart from that, you have many different modules and functionalities, like you can manage your customers, you can create new customers, you can sync all of that data with QuickBooks Online, you can manage their estimates, you can manage their sales orders. So these are a couple of customers, for example. Then you have a detailed QC, quality control module. We already looked at the inventory module. So to maintain that inventory, also need purchasing functionality. So you also have functionality to create purchase orders. So you can create purchase orders. You can select who your supplier, who you want to order from, who you want to buy from. You can select what material you want to buy, and all these materials will be available from your product list, from your product database. You can select what you want to buy, what is the quantity, what is the cost that has been agreed with your supplier, Accordingly, you can create a purchase order. Once you create a purchase order, it will be in the draft status. You can send it, you can order it, it goes to your supplier. You can, if you need it, you can edit it. You can maintain your suppliers from here. So this is a list of your supplier. If you want to create a new supplier, you can just click on new supplier and you can add a new supplier, a new vendor over there. And then this is material requirements planning. If you have new sales orders coming in and you don't have enough material to deliver those orders, so this is where you'll get alerts. So as per your alerts, you can create purchase orders. So this is very handy for your stores. So your stores can always go to MRP. They can check which new sales orders are coming in, what kind of materials will be needed for them. Basically, based on this, they can do their purchase planning, and from here they can purchase the material. Let me just show you. Once you place a purchase order, you can also receive material against it. So I converted this purchase order to send status, and then so now the status is ordered. So now I have already sent this purchase order to the vendor. Vendor will be sending me this material, and when he sends it, I can receive that material against that purchase order. So this is where your stores will be able to maintain your inventory. And then finally, I want to show you the administration module where you have different kinds of reports. So the number one report is to do with your financials or with your revenue. So here you can see what is your revenue, what is the total invoiced value. So basically, if your revenue is $6,000, you have already invoiced $12,000. So means $6,000 is still pending. And you can also see that in invoicing. So we also have a module for invoicing. So if you go to invoicing, you can see total invoice is 12,000. We've already received 6,000. So 6,000 plus some change is outstanding. And this is where you can create new invoices. You can link that invoice to a sales order, and you can create an invoice. So once your invoice is created, you can print it. So this is how it will appear. You can print it. If you want to customize this invoice format, again, you just hover over this magic wand and you ask our AI invoice format. But you can print this invoice, you can send it to your customer, and once you receive the payment, you can mark it paid. And the best part is you can sync all of this data with QuickBooks. So we have given you an integration with QuickBooks, and this is also manageable from the administration module or admin module. So if you go to settings, so this settings is basically admin module. So in admin module, let me also show you what else is there. So number one, you can connect your account with QuickBooks Online. So if you're using the online version of QuickBooks, you can connect your QuickBooks account to your new ERP using this connector. So just click on this button, log into your QuickBooks account, and it will be connected with your QuickBooks Online account. And using this integration, you can sync your invoices data, your payments data, your material data, purchases data with QuickBooks. So it's very easy for you to even help with your accounting. And the second thing that admin can do is admin can also invite different users. So when you're ready to invite your team to use this ERP, you can just enter their email address. Then you can select what role you want to assign them. Are they a shop floor operator? Are they from accounting? Are they your salesperson? Is it someone who's managing your purchases? So accordingly, you can give them different roles, and one person can actually have multiple. And if you want to give them authority to edit this app using AI, you can give them this app editor role. If they have this app editor role, they can go to the AI editor, and with help of our AI, they can modify this app. So this is what the admin can do. Admin can also do data export and data import. So let's say you want to export some of your data, sales data, to an Excel sheet. You can do that via this export option. If you want to import your customer data or materials data, let's say you are already using some kind of software, maybe SOS inventory or MRP or something, you want to import that data in this new AR. So what you do is you just export your data to an Excel file, and you can import that data using this option. You can also define product groups. So if you have the admin access, you can create different product groups, and these will be linked to different products that you create. So this is a very feature-rich ERP solution. You have different modules, starting with sales, where you can manage your RFQs and customers and sales orders. Then in production, you can manage work orders and shop floor jobs and quality control. And then you have material management and inventory management. And then in admin, you can configure all of these different modules from the admin panel. And the best part is if you want to customize any of this, if you want to customize the UI or the workflow, or you want to add any automation or integration, you can do it with the help of our AI editor. And if the customization that you're looking for is on the complex side, I will also put a link in the description of this video to our calendar. So you can book a call with our team. And if you need any complex customizations or complex modifications, our team can always help you. We are happy to help. Just go to the description of the video. You'll find the calendar link. There you can book a call with our team, and our team will help you with more complex customizations. So that's what I wanted to share with you. Now you have seen how easy it is for you to build your own fully customized ERP platform using Fusion. So you can buy Fusion's ERP template for less than $1,000, and then you can use Fusion's AI to customize it as per your own work practices, as per your own operations. You can customize it completely, and you can mold it as per your own vision. And that way you get a fully customized ERP platform for your team in a very, very affordable, very, very cost effective. So I hope you liked the video. Give us a thumbs up before you leave. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one.